30 starts out of each of them, with the emphasis obviously continuing there with the bullpen. So I think with the Giants, real interesting to talk to Gabe Kapler. We'll catch up with him next here from Scottsdale Stadium.
Games live from the Hayes Battery team of the Bedful Night Groups. It sure is, Ron. Steve has been struggling with this season. His life himself is trying to contain the rage. The sheriff rolls a notebook. He's sleeping on the couch. Steve should get inspired. Absolutely, Bruce. Inspires a sleep apnea treatment that gives you comfortable, restful sleep with the click of a remote. There's no match for your hands. Just learn more at inspiresleep.com.
Inspires are critical. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you. One of the important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Nick Farron from MLB Network Radio with 5 great words. Pitchers and catchers have reported. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training continues today. We're bringing you exclusive conversations with managers, players, and the decision makers who will guide your teams to the promised land. For a full schedule of MLB Network Radio spring training tour, go to twitter.com/MLB Network Radio. Hear all the shows, tune to Sirius XM 89, XM.
If you're a business owner with salespeople, how in the world could you say no to this offer? The top 20% of your salespeople close 80% of the business. 80% of all sales are closed after the 5th attempt, and 83% of all salespeople don't even ask for the sale once. Did you know that 90% of all salespeople have never even read one sales book? How many sales are being lost each month? Simply because your salespeople are not professionally trained how to sell. Hi, this is the world's top sales trainer, Jason Evans. I'm going to give you a free 45-minute video of pure sales training techniques that will increase your company's sales within days, guaranteed. This could double, even triple your company's sales. This video is closing, handling objections, and more. Just call us and leave us a voicemail and email address, and we'll send you this amazing video for free. Call 800-500-8320. This is how to close A to Z for any product or service, regardless of industry, whether you sell face-to-face or over the phone. Call 800-500-8320. That's 800-500-8320.
Owner-operators, CAG Truck Capital offers loans for major engine overhauls and truck financing. If you need the cash, you can now qualify for an engine overhaul loan over the phone at 800-932-CASH, 800-932-CASH, or CAGTruckCapital.com. Comes and has about a free 2-year warranty. If your fleet rig engine needs a major overhaul, get a loan over the phone. 800-932-CASH. Apply now at CAGTruckCapital.com. PatriotSoftware.com. Accounting and payroll. Keep your time and money.
Serial entrepreneur. Payroll doesn't seem that hard. It's just pay rate times hours worked, right? Sounds easy enough. Well, payroll is easy, as long as each employee's tax withholdings are properly set up, and as long as you don't shoot yourself in the foot along the way. But payroll can be punishing for business owners like me, who will assemble their kids' toys without reading the instructions first. We don't need to read instructions unless we're desperate. That's why Patriot Software offers payroll setup and support for free for businesses with up to 100 employees. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code XM and get 2 months of payroll free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
PatriotSoftware.com. Keep your time and money.
This is Buck Showalter of the New York Mets, and you're listening to MLB Network Radio with Sirius XM.
This is MLB Network Radio's 2023 Spring Training Tour with the San Francisco Giants in Scottsdale. Now, David Eisman and Jim Duquette.
We're here with the manager of the San Francisco Giants. Nice to see you. Glad to be in camp here. I want to ask you about your winter. You went camping in Canada, went fishing in Bali. What was that like?
Well, I went camping and fishing in both places, but the trip to Western Canada was the one that really stands out for me. I was on the road. I had a van with a bed, and that meant that, well, let me take a step back. So national parks are very quiet in October and November in Canada because it's really effing cold. So all the cars were off the road. I had bikes to myself, and part of this for me is decompressing and getting away from lots of interactions with people because we do that all day, every day, and so just getting a little bit of a break. So being on the road was amazing. hiking around the lakes and the waterfalls and the rivers were incredible. And then I got to see my son up there, which was a huge bonus. My son's at the University of British Columbia, so I saw him.
That's great. I wish I could have done that more often. Now I get to do it more.
Yeah.
When you're up there, how much do you even think about baseball? Or are you just totally off the grid with it?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I have to think about baseball probably more than I would like to like really get away. But it's just part of it. Like you sign up for these jobs and you know better than anyone. And as a baseball player, you don't stop thinking about it even when you're decompressing. So thought about it a little bit, but I can genuinely say that this offseason was probably the best I've done at getting away from it and just spending time kind of in nature and not thinking as much about the sport.
Now I'm curious, the thing that stands out, obviously you have a lot of new faces, and trying to incorporate them. Because off of 21, you had a lot of that group was back, but now you have a bunch of newer guys, but guys that maybe have something to prove come out. Like those are, I felt like guys that have chips on their shoulders. That's what you usually want to sign up for a season like that. Give us a sense early on here what you're seeing in the new group.
Well, let's talk about the new additions a little bit. Michael Conforto and Mt Shasta in the outfield, both all-star caliber talents, and I think obviously it's fair to call out we didn't get Aaron Judge. We didn't walk away with Carlos Correa for a number of reasons, but we did a ton of depth from a lot of different areas and all-star caliber players. So Michael has done nothing but make an incredible impression. The swing is so pretty, very slow head, really explosive lower half. He really drives the balls at the opposite field. Mitch Haniger is not that far removed from a 40 home run season. He's healthy and explosive again. Also, you guys both know this, but bringing high quality character guys into the clubhouse, just good people. When you come to work and you like the people that you're around, it's just kind of nicer to come to work. And this is, I mean, it's not, and that's not just about baseball, it's in anything that we do. And so, pretty pleased with the addition, both on the baseball field, but then the people. And then our starting rotation got significantly better. You've got Ross Stripling, who is a quality major league starter. Jacob Junis moves to the bullpen for us, and Jacob was starting some big games for us last year. He'll make some starts for us again, but having Ross and Sean and kind of stretch out our rotation, Tony Desclafani, finally be really healthy. He had a great 21, Desclafani, but he wasn't as healthy going into the 21 season. So I feel like our starting rotation is deep. Taylor Rogers comes in, adds to the back end of our bullpen. Luke Jackson's not that far away from making big contributions for us. We know how good contributor he was in Atlanta. So he's starting to build up. There are others. There are minor league free agents. There are non-roster guys who are
15 miles per hour.
And but that's like kind of the early feelings I have is like we've gotten
Heavy
deeper.
stuff.
Our defense has gotten stronger. Our rotation has gotten stronger, and some of these new guys have a chance to make a solid impact this season.
The one thing that you talked about is obviously last year disappointment. It's just out there. But you wanted to see guys step up, and you wanted to see guys do something different. What is stepping up mean to you?
It's a good question, because I think oftentimes we throw around like baseball terminology, like, hey, we're going to play good baseball. What does good baseball mean? We need guys to step up. What does step up mean? So in sort of like a mediocre season like we had last year, what you have some guys overperforming slightly, some guys underperforming a little bit, and then the other guys just kind of staying fairly even. I think what stepping up means is taking those small steps that make big differences, adding just a little bit of lean tissue in the off season to be just like a little bit stronger and more athletic. It means being better at the fundamental part of the game, which at times last year we weren't that good at. It means if you're a pitcher, like taking PFP seriously because they make and break the season, right? Like making strong accurate throws to first base, and just kind of playing catch, knowing where to be, covering the base, like these little things in the fundamentals that make a huge difference throughout the season. I guess my expectation is that stepping up attention to detail on those things and looking for the value at the margins all the time, looking for the things at the edges that most people know about that make players.
You and the front office, they talked about improving the defense. I think you touched on it a little bit in your answer there, but just it's not always easy to just say, well, we just need to play better defense. Like it takes effort, it takes work, it takes attention to detail. Maybe take us through, if you would, some of the things that maybe we're doing
even if it's the boring drills side of things that you're talking about, just to make sure that maybe you get back to that defense that was so good.
Okay, so we'll start with, I think, getting just a little bit rangier.
Almost just got rear-ended.
Brandon Belt is an healthiest, which kind of limits his ability to be drafted right. Lamont Wade Jr. is going to play a lot of first base for us. Wilmer is an underrated defensive first baseman, pretty good. Both of those guys at first base can move left and right pretty good, cover a little bit more ground. Tyler Estrada is a year more experienced and has worked a lot of his explosiveness. So I think we're going to cover the right side of the diamond pretty well with that combination. He's somebody he has as one of our non-roster guys who has a chance to make an impact for us. And then you move to the left side of the diamond, you have Brandon Crawford, a little bit healthier. We know that going into the 21 season, he's a healthy guy. In the season, he's healthy. We expect that 23 is going to be back to that 21 form. David VR takes a step forward, and I think he's going to be plenty rangy to play the position. I think we're going to cover some ground like that. As importantly, yesterday we worked on catchers blocking and throwing. The ball hits the dirt, our bodies are in front of it, we're throwing strikes. This time of camp, everybody feels good about those things. Everybody feels good about the defense and the defensive position. What we have to do is be consistent throughout camp, continue to practice some of these fundamentals throughout the season as well, so we're not surprised by anything in the season.
Is it easy being in camp, knowing the focus on the fundamentals, knowing the focus on the defense? When you get a lot of these guys in camp, they don't want to necessarily, they think it's eyewash. They're doing the drill, doing the blocking drill. Some guys don't necessarily focus because they just think it's just
That's going to be a crash.
Has it been easier with that kind of hunger with these guys to sell them on, go get it done?
I think it's a good point. So the veterans, as set for these drills. If you have veteran guys that don't want to be there, they want to go anymore. So we get it over with as quickly as possible. The younger players will be like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it. So when we did our first cutoff and relay, Brandon Crawford is out there throwing the baseball. He's cutting the baseball off and like showing off his arm. So then what happens when somebody else, Jeff Wisely or David VR, get a chance for their reps, they're doing the same thing. So we ask our veteran players to really be committed to this. I think they know how important it is. These guys have seen what wins and what doesn't, and so these guys want to win the World Series. There's a lot